Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Stuffed. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about my reignited passion with horror movies and basically just a horror movie discussion in general. So no funny skit this time.
Sounds like a killer good time.
You want to murder him?
Kind of, yeah. Now.
Okay. Alright, today guys, we're going to be talking about horror movies. I just kind of recently got back into them with the Halloween season just passed, and I haven't really watched them in a while, but I kind of just got back into them, so I decided to talk about that today. We're going to talk about our favorite horror movies, favorite kills, favorite parts, whatever we thought about certain movies, and just about the genre in particular. My favorites were Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, because those were like the biggest ones when I was a kid. Freddy and Jason were iconic. They were everywhere. There was like one every year, either one or the other or both sometimes. I wasn't really allowed to watch a lot of horror movies when I was a kid, but every once in a while I would sneak one in and they would scare the crap out of me. So that's why I like these ones the best. Jason in particular, he was just like this big bad killing machine. You know, every year I'd dress up as him, for Halloween. The kills were pretty awesome, over the top. The characters are ridiculous. There's always tons of boobs, which it didn't hurt. I loved that when I was a kid. But the kills were the best. Like, my favorite kill in all the movies it's probably actually in Nightmare on Elm Street, where Freddy turns into the TV for the girl who likes TVs. And she, walks up there and he grabs her and he's like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch!" Slams her head in the TV and she obviously dies.
So ridiculous.
And my favorite one in Friday the 13th is, I think in part 5, where he takes the belt and puts it over the guy's eyes and, tightens it with the stick, and the guy's head gets crushed. Yeah, those are pretty iconic movies. Those are definitely my favorite. If you watch them now, they're not scary at all, but they're just hilarious. They're just so bad they're good.
I don't think I've seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street except for the remake, which was awful.
Yeah, it's kind of harder. I think you could probably make a good one, but I didn't see that one. But
it's garbage.
What about you? What's your favorite?
The 1978 Halloween movie is my favorite. Michael Myers is my favorite. Not a big horror fan, but I do like the classic ones. And just a fair warning, we don't know really what's going on in the back, so
yeah,
we did go through this video clip. I know there's going to be a lot of gore and people dying in ridiculous ways, but
still pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So what makes you like the Halloween movies the best?
It was really the first horror movie that I saw when I was a little kid that scared the crap out of me, because it has that sense of realism that anyone can wear a mask and just murder people. It gets kind of ridiculous in the sequels where he can come back to life and all that shit like Jason, but yeah. Michael Myers has always scared the crap out of me. But
he's pretty scary. I saw this meme the other day. It was the Michael Myers mask is just really William Shatner mask from one of the episodes of Star Trek with no makeup on or whatever. And they actually, if you look it up, we'll try to put it on video.
Yeah, Michael Myers mask is the William Shatner mask.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky. But yeah, I never really got into the Halloween movies. I saw a couple. I never saw the original all the way through, but I was more into Jason, obviously. What about you, Thomas?
Thomas?
Yes, that's my name. But probably my favorite would probably be The Shining. That one was always creeped me out as a kid. I was afraid that when I walked around a corner, I'd get axed in the chest like Scatman Carruthers. But
spoiler alert, jeez.
Yeah, that happened. So it's at the end, though.
Never seen it.
Jack Nicholson goes crazy.
Yeah, I've seen obviously all the bits and all the jokes on them, but I've actually never seen the movie. It's from what I understand, it's pretty slow going, and it builds up into a lot of atmospheric stuff, but I just it was never really my style. I'm more of a balls to the wall, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, builds up.
Oh shit!
That scared you. Being scared me.
Yeah, it's definitely classic. One of my favorites, and it's another classic, and a lot of people don't really consider it a horror movie, but I do, is the first Terminator. He's basically just like Jason Voorhees, but it's just a better movie all around. He's unstoppable killing machine, unfeeling, cold, calculated. He'll do whatever it takes to just kill his target.
You just described Hillary Clinton.
Please don't kill us. But yeah, no, like, and he's like unstoppable and uncaring, just that has no. He's just like 100% cold and calculated, and obviously there's a lot of action oriented. I kind of like the more action oriented ones, like Aliens, you know, stuff like that. The sequel.
They don't really make horror movies like they used to. I mean, that's a thing everyone talks about is horror movies nowadays suck. But Insidious and like The Conjuring, those were actually pretty decent movies. And I know you have a story about seeing Insidious with Thomas over here.
Oh yeah, so we went to go see Insidious, and like I can't remember what happened, but at the beginning there's like this little scene, and then it like flashes the title of the movie, Insidious, obviously, and it makes like this scary sound. And as a joke, he's like, well, I think the movie's over. Let's go home now."
As a joke?
Oh, he was peeing his pants.
Yes. I mean, it was an old lady ghost, and those are the worst, so.
Yeah, well, that and like little children.
It is one of the better movies that has come out within like, what, 10 years?
Yeah, it's pretty unnerving, which is, you know, the main thing.
The end's a little... but...
I honestly don't remember a whole lot. I remember like the son like astral shifts or something. And like he gets caught with some demon. Demon like follows them around. I think like the house was haunted at first. So they move and this shit keeps happening.
Of course the sequels suck.
I don't know if I ever saw it. The movie that probably scared me the most, like when I was a kid. I mean, the Freddy movies and Jason movies were one thing, but it's like more of a suspense movie. It's called When a Stranger Calls.
Yeah.
But there's the sequel's called When a Stranger Calls Back.
When you star 69, though.
You just wanted to work in 69, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Basically, the opening scene is very intense. Like, this girl's, like, babysitting at this house. And, like, the guy, like, the killer guy cuts the phone line. And this is back, you know, in the 90s, so there's no cell phones. And he keeps coming to the door. At first, she's like, "Oh, and I got a flat tire. Can you open the door for me?" And she's, like, creeped out automatically. And she keeps looking out the window. She can only see, like, a silhouette. And basically, the whole thing, spoiler alert, the guy, like, is a ventriloquist and he can throw his voice. And, like, he keeps, like, tricking her or whatever. And basically he gets in there and murders the kids. And then the whole movie is about him coming back after her later in life. That's, like, the one that probably was, like, really more intense than anything.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's not. I watched it recently. It's not that good, but when you're 10 years old and you watch it, it's pretty.
Most
intense.
horror movies aren't that good, and that's my issue with them. There's some that are entertaining, like these movies and stuff, but there's none that are really good. I can't. Don't Breathe was a good one. The Conjuring, stuff like that. But
now it's just like real life stuff that scares me. Like, yeah, just like stuff that's like realistic, like, you know, terrorism and stuff like that. But like as far as actual like horror movies, they have different effects on you at different ages. But the one in my adult life was The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It just the small little part where she keeps waking up at 3 a.m. and like it's like the witching hour or whatever, and all this weird shit keeps happening. So now every time I wake up at 3 a.m., I'm like, what the hell? Is there a demon in my house? And I'm like, no, there's not. But
it's just my wife.
Yeah, it's just my wife. But she didn't see this, so it's okay. But yeah, man, if you guys have anything else to add?
Anything? No? I think that's it. If you have a favorite horror movie or you hate horror movies, let us know in the comments. Like, dislike, subscribe.
Mainly
don't
subscribe.
dislike.
Yeah, don't dislike. That's
don't
scary.
promote hating us.
Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and comment.